Warning: the opinions expressed in this video do not represent YouTube associations, agencies, nor any particular individuals. They are merely from three guys trying to pass the boredom of everyday life. Some explicit content may occur in this or future presentations. Viewer discretion may be advised, but ignored if you're into that thing.
Hey everybody, I'm Wildman Wes.
I'm a Big Bad Wolf Benny. And I'm DJC.
And welcome to day 5 on the Wild Wolf Show's 12 Days of Christmas. Well, we've given you a little bit of a little of this, little of that. Now it's time to do one that, it kind of had to be on the list. Now I know what you're thinking. This is a horror film. You already did Shocktoberfest. What the hell, Wes? Well, we talked about it, and we figured since it does take place on Christmas, kind of has to be done, but it'll be a short and sweet episode.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about the 1984 cult classic and somewhat of a bomb, Silent Night, Deadly Night. Oof. Yeah. This one, it's got an underground following, but at the same time, it spanned quite about 5 movies.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
but we're just going to talk about the first one, because no, we're not even going to do this for Shocktoberfest, unless, of course, you want us to do it, and if you do, put it in the request section down below in the comments, and we'll think about it. But anyways, on to the movie itself. The story takes place with a young boy named Billy, who is going to go see his grandfather at a nursing home with his family, and his grandfather is really morbid, really decrepit, and talks about the fact that "You've been a bad boy, Billy. Santa Claus is going to come get you." So it freaks Billy out a little bit, and as he and his family are going back home to celebrate Christmas, a man dressed as Santa Claus robs a bank, and then he's going to try to hitchhike because his car broke down. Well, as they're driving up to him, he shoots the dad while he's driving, pulls the mother out of the car, rapes her, and Billy gets away, and, after that he gets sent to an orphanage with his little brother, Ricky, and Mother Superior is a very, very, very mean. So, he's been being bad, hating Santa Claus. She's beating him the whole time. Eventually, as he gets older, he's working at a store, they have a holiday party, and, something just snaps in him. So he gets into a Santa Claus outfit and basically recreates everything that happened when he was a child to his family, killing a whole bunch of people, wherein which he decides to end his murderous rampage at the orphanage that he grew up at to kill Mother Superior. But before he can, he gets gunned down by the police. So, and after that, 2 through 5 basically kind of goes passing the torch to his younger brother Ricky, which in the second one gave us the infamous phrase, "Garbage Day!" So, yeah. Well.
Alright, sorry, you lost me there for a second.
Hey, 101s, it's what I do best.
Yeah, I know what you got. Like he said, I know horror movie during Christmas. We love horror movies, guys, so whenever we can get them in.
Amen.
Not a great movie. You could definitely tell it came out in the 80s when gore was pretty much at its best, and this just came out. I mean, I remember reading reviews of people saying, "Leave, Santa alone. Why you gotta make a horror? Blah 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 blah." What does it matter? Who cares? It's a horror movie. It's a movie. You don't have to watch it.
We were spoiled punks.
Nobody's forcing you to watch the movie. If you don't like it, don't watch it. It's that simple.
Yep. Well, let's talk about what we like and what we don't like. I like the insanity of the whole thing. Just watching Billy go from this
deteriorate.
Yeah. I mean, because if you think about it, him being a kid, being exposed to such a traumatic event in his life, and becoming a young adult, he seems like he's reformed, or that he is with it for the most part. But even the most average person walking the streets that has had a traumatic experience, something can trigger that and put you through a downward spiral, and who knows what.
That is probably the only good thing about this movie, is they actually got his psychosis down. I feel like that's the only thing that was good. It was accurate. Yeah, that's the only nice thing to say about this movie is they got his psychosis down pretty much to a T to what would probably happen if somebody actually went through this and what would happen when he became a young adult and finally snapped.
Which kind of what happens in what is it, Halloween 4? At the end when Jamie, she's going through all this with her uncle trying to kill her, and then at the end she's sitting there holding the knife.
Yeah.
You know, like, okay, all this has happened, and you know,
with the clown type outfit.
So it's kind of like, you know,
It's pretty much
Passing the torch.
Yeah.
I mean, another thing that I liked is that one of my Quad City natives, Linnea Quigley, was in this for a brief moment. You know, she's Scream Queen. I've met her before. Very nice lady. Yeah, still beautiful to this day. So, Linnea, hope you're doing good.
Oh, now let's get into the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Now we're just gonna keep this short because I mean we could literally go on for a rant for an hour about why this movie's terrible. But we won't.
The delving into the psychosis alone, the acting couldn't even been put through a paper bag. I'm sorry, the acting was hokey at best. I mean, hey, I'm trying to remember the name of the character Billy or the actor. I believe it was like Robert Chapman, something like that.
Something like that.
He played it okay, but that's the problem. He just played it okay. I mean, at the same time, it was during the mid '80s where there was a lot of slashers coming out, and we were so used to a character in a mask.
Yeah.
And so, and the only character that you really had without a mask at the time was Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
So having someone that actually had a personality that could talk, it was very hard. I mean,
he was human. He was human. There was nothing supernatural about him. So
yeah, I mean, the only thing that we'd had prior to that was Norman Bates in the '60s, and then the only thing that we got later on in the '90s was Hannibal Lecter. So, in this case, we got what we needed, I guess.
Yeah.
But it wasn't enough.
Another thing I didn't like I kind of mentioned it earlier how people were banned. Oh no, it's about Christmas. Leave Christmas alone. You guys have heard me say it time and time and time again. I'm not a big fan of Christmas. I'll even downright say, for the most part, I hate Christmas.
I mean, I can agree too.
So
I mean, lately for me personally, I've been dealing with a little bit of that, holiday depression. It's not fun, and that's why I think we kind of added this movie in because
I think so.
This movie kind of lifts that holiday depression because sometimes when you see a little blood and guts during the holidays, it kind of does put a little smile on your face. Maybe for us, we're just sick and demented that way.
But yeah, no, I mean, I can understand why people would probably diss this movie because making Santa a killer. I can understand. I'm not an unreasonable person. I get it. He's supposed to be a lovable character, but that's the point of the movie.
But also in the 80s, they were doing a cash cow
on
holiday movies. I mean, they did one on on Valentine's Day, on April Fool's.
I guarantee you there's an Easter one out there with a freaking giant bunny or something. I'm sure there is.
Well, if there is, Donnie Darko's probably the closest
thing. So anyways, there's, like I said, I mean, I understand why they did it.
Yeah.
But I can understand why people are upset too, so I'm not going to say I'm unreasonable.
No.
But yeah, just people bitching and moaning, shut up.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, I mean, at least it wasn't like they were portraying it to be the actual Santa Claus.
Yeah.
It was more or less of like the whole Bad Santa type thing. It's like a
fair enough.
Yeah, that
but
kind of
you know how people are.
Yeah, so.
Kind of like what the Joker says, all it takes is one bad day.
Pretty much.
And in this case, Billy's one bad day.
Is there anything else we really need to talk
No,
about?
not at all.
No?
Not at all.
Let's just go right into rating then, because like I said, we could berate this movie so much.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go first on this one.
Ahead,
I mean, as much as I kind of, thumb my nose at it once in a while, it is kind of one of those guilty pleasure movies for me when I'm really bored and just want to watch something completely, up. I will give this one, however, a C-. I'll be fair, because the thing is, there is a rewatch factor in there. You can watch it, maybe in small doses, but at the same time, if you can watch it more than once, in a span of, 5 years, there's some credibility. So yeah, C- for me.
I'm going to give it I'd say a D, because, I watched it a long time ago, and I've never really wanted to really watch it again. Actually, I tried to watch it again, and I really couldn't get too far into it, but yeah.
Kind of like the rewatchability thing.
Yeah,
lifespan of 5 years, if you can't, then, well, understood.
I'm going to split hairs with you, too, and say a D+. I'm not saying it's a bad movie horror-wise, but like, you know, just the Christmas thing, I really don't want to see. I'm like, that's probably the most satisfying thing for me in the movie is when somebody dressed like Santa Claus kills somebody. Sorry, that, like I said, just a lovable character killing people who are like, oh no, it's Santa, why is he hurting me? Yeah, I like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, we got a D, we got a D a plus, and we got a C minus. So not a terrible movie. Check it out if you want to, you know, put yourself through some abuse.
It wasn't the worst horror movie that we've
It
graded.
wasn't the worst horror movie.
It follows.
So anyway, guys, we are on day
5.
There you go.
5.
Be sure you check out the rest of our shows. You know, we got 6 or 7 more days. Sorry, I forgot how to count. Of our 12 days of
You're
Christmas.
probably thinking about how many different segments we have on this channel because yeah, we have expanded.
But anyway, guys, leave us a like down below. Maybe share us a comment or something. Be sure to maybe share it to your friend. But of course, in this giving time of the year, give to us by pushing the red button.
And don't forget, ring that bell because most of the time people wonder when we're going to be doing these episodes or when they're going to be up, and sometimes we forget to tell them to ring that bell, and
ring that bell,
because then you'll get those automatic updates, and we want to make sure that you get it as soon as possible because we love you. Always have.
Woo!
Well, this has been day 5. Moving on to day 6, and as always, I'm Wildman Wes.
I'm the Big Bad Wolf Benny.
And I'm DJC.
And we will see you tomorrow on Wild Wolf Show's 12 Days of Christmas. See you soon.
Woo!
Santa's watching, Santa's waiting, Christmas Eve is slowly fading.